Welcome back to season 1, episode 4. Sorry about last week. We just been kind of really busy. Got a lot of students. We're trying to get them in and out, get everybody trained up. So last week we didn't have a chance to drop this video. We finally got it edited, and now we're ready to drop it. So in this episode, first thing first, you're seeing a little bit of mechanic work. A vital part of this is keeping the trucks running, making sure they're running good for the students, making sure that they can test, and got to take care of your trucks. That's just a big part of this. A little later on in this episode, you're going to see one of our students, Mr. Alex, testing. We're going to get a chance to see whether he passed or whether he failed, one of our good students. And then later on, you're going to get a chance to see DOT Officer Chris. He's a good source of information. He's going to give you some good information about being on the road, inspection stations, weight stations, whether we had to go in them, whether we don't have to go in them, what type of tickets you can get. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the feedback. Let's check it out.
How you doing? This my guy, Mr. Ben. I almost caught the truck on fire. Changing the batteries, I had to call Mr. Ben. And Mr. Ben, say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Ooh, hi.
So this is Mr. Alex. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit. He passed his pre-trip. He knocked that out. He knocked out his inside cab inspection, all his air brakes, and then he knocked out his outside cab inspection. Passed that, then he moved on to his skills. Right now, he completing forward stop, then he did straight line back, and then forward offset and reverse offset. Now, once he passed all 4 of those, we're going on the road. We're going to take a little trip with him. We're going to follow him. We're going to go behind him. We're going to watch and see what he do. Let's see if he passed.
Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
How was your experience here?
Good.
Good?
Perfect.
Congratulations. Leslapska. That's patient in Russian, right?
Oh, it means like chill.
Chill.
Yeah.
Leslapska.
Slapshot.
You passed. That's all that matters. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is DOT Officer Chris. He's going to give you some good information about tickets, weight stations, the weight stations we have to go in, the weight stations if we can bypass them. He going to also talk about some pre-trip things. Mr. Chris is a good source of information. Pay attention, check it out, see what he got going on.
Some sort of pre-trip and turn it into the company. And then if I was doing an investigation, I would ask for that. They don't need to retain any of that information anymore. So it's more of a he said, she said thing. So what I'm telling you is document just for yourself. Because let's say when you leave there and then you go interview for some other place, you can say, look, I've been documenting this for years. And they'll see that you're showing some sort of initiative to make sure things are right. Because remember, you're driving an 80,000-pound bullet at this point. DOT number. So what is the DOT number? A DOT number is like our social security number. It's going to tell me Are you interstate or are you intrastate? Everybody knows the difference between the two. Okay, intra, Maryland. Inter, you go anywhere. Okay, it's also going to give me a safety rating of the company and what that company is notorious for. So JB Hunt just went through a thing during COVID. They were hiring all these college students that didn't know anything, and their score went super high. So when you get into these companies, you get to pay the price for all the bad apples that they had before you got there. Generally, if I'm stopping you, I know that there's something wrong. The first question I ask is, do you drive the same truck every day? And if you tell me yes, this is your opportunity to say, I know this is bad. I know that's bad. Because if you don't, I used to have to handwrite tickets. If I wanted to write you 5 tickets, after the second ticket, what happens? My hand hurts. Yeah. Now I just go like this. That one, and hit print. I don't care. So if you're getting a ticket from this point forward, car or in your truck, always go to court. Okay? There's times where I have court in Baltimore City and Baltimore County at 9 o'clock. Can I be in 2 places at the same time? Go there, tell the judge that the CDL is your livelihood, and can they consider probation before judgment. PBJ is a not guilty verdict. Then you can reach out to your company, or if you're an owner-operator, and do what's called a data queue and have that off your record, because you now have points through NDA, you have points through FMCSA. More and more drivers, they don't want a warning anymore. Can I undo a warning? Get a ticket and hopefully go to court and get that PBJ, and you can have that removed off of your system. I know it's a lot of stuff here. So just
if you get a ticket, how long does it stay with you?
What's that?
If you get a ticket,
yeah,
and it's on you, how long does it stay with you?
2 years. So you have a 2-year revolving clock. A company has a 3-year. So depending on the company, they'll set a threshold of what that point value is. Once you hit that point value, you become uninsurable. Then you become unemployed. Okay?
My question I was going to ask you was, if you get a warning,
So ask them if they're going to give you a warning. Is it going on the inspection, or is it just being a warning? If it goes on the inspection, that's the points. If I'm just saying, hey, look, I'm going to treat this as a traffic stop and write you a warning, but it never gets on that inspection report, that's fine. Anything that is documented, and Terrence is going through it right now, like, here's the main thing. Everyone knows that when you're driving on our roadways in Maryland, you're going to see signs making reference to 5 ton. 5 ton is 10,000 pounds. More and more drivers, back when the toll plazas were there, where was your easy pass? In the left lane. So you were getting yourself jammed up in the left lane. So stay out of the left lane. Okay, that's my lane. Okay, get it? The same thing, one of his drivers bypassed the scale. That's $1,010 ticket. Okay, if that's open, I don't care if you're loaded, unloaded, whatever, just go through there. But that's the problem. Especially, here's the problem that we have on 895. So 895 is restricted to 96 inches. What is a 53-foot box trailer width? You probably don't know. Huh? 102 inches. So they know that they're not over 13.6. They don't know their width. Know the width of your trailer. Because if you're using your phone for GPS and you start out in Jessup and you want to go to White Marsh, it's going to put you on 895. It's a 1 mile shorter trip. So now your phone has just put you on a restricted roadway. Okay? The easiest way to determine, so let's say this is the outside of your sidewall on your second and third axle. If that trailer is lined up like this, you're 96. Any overhang, you're going to be 102 inches. But more than likely, if it's a 53-foot trailer, you're going to be a 102. Okay, and that's the problem that we're having on 895. It's like, I can make a career if I wanted to just stop 102s on 895. It's all day, every day. The easiest out of service that we're having right now is lighting. Why do you think we're having lighting issues? No, these roads suck. You hit a bump, it's very easy for that wire to come out of that lamp. The way I look at it is this. If you can fix it before I hit print, It never happened. Okay? However, so lighting violations are 70, tires are 140, brakes are 540. Let's switch gears for a
And these
little.
numbers you're saying, that's tickets.
Tickets in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Every state varies, but these are fines in Maryland. So we have a lot of technology. I don't have to work for a living. I have cameras that do it now. So this is on 95 after you pass. This is northbound 895. So as you can see, it's giving me your speed. If the sun was hitting correctly, I can see if you have your seatbelt on. Are you on your phone? Okay. It's giving me individual weight and overall weight. These are just issues. They're not true and accurate weights. So most of these facilities, in my truck, I have portable scales. They weigh about 45 pounds a piece. I'm telling you, if you see me unloading scales, you're getting a ticket. If I'm going to do all that work, we just had a trooper on Broning Highway stop a guy coming out of the port. He wrote him a $53,000 overweight fine.
Say it again.
53,000. These things become very, very high, and judges are been instructed they cannot reduce an overweight fine. Let's go on my truck. I have them also. Do you own your tags? No, you rent that shit from the MVA. Okay, so this guy right here going on a Fort McHenry tunnel, whoever owns that vehicle, their license is suspended. It's going to tell me your tag's bad. Vehicle stolen. Are you a kitty toucher? Are you missing? Are you wanted? Fishing with dynamite. Okay? So I would run this tag, and the same image that you have on your driver's license, the same image that I'm able to view, I'll pull up alongside of you and say, got him. Okay? So yeah, you don't realize how many cameras are on a day, to be honest with you. Alrighty, here. So remember I told you I get lied to every day, right? Officer, this just happened. Oh, really? Unless they make a brand of tire called Baldini's that I'm not aware of. So tires, you can't have less than 430 seconds on your non-steer. I'm sorry, your steer axle, less than 230 seconds on anything non-steer.